Alright, hi guys. So recently I found a flatworm in my garden and I made a video about it, not really thinking anything about it, and it has rocketed in popularity. You guys have lots of questions about them and you were very curious to have more information about these flatworms. So I am in no way an entomologist or a helminthologist, if that's how you pronounce it. So this is just stuff I found on Google. So if you guys know more, let me know in the comments, but this is strictly what I found in Google about this kind of worm, which is, I think, the New Guinea flatworm. All right, so they are a parasitic worm, and they first showed up in Florida probably about 2012, probably in some kind of like potted plant or in like some contaminated soil. They don't really know, but it's here and it is spreading. All right, so what they eat slugs, they eat snails, they eat beneficial invertebrates like earthworms. So that's why it's not good to have them in your garden. And that can alter the ecosystem. So, you might not want the slugs, you might not want the snails, but if you start messing with that, then the stuff that eats those is going to be affected and potentially that could cause major harm. All right, and so the reason you don't want them in your garden is because they are related to tapeworms and they can carry a disease called a rat lungworm. So that is a form of meningitis in humans. Not good news, keep those out of your garden if you can. All right, they can be found in damp soil, under rocks, in leaf litter, which is how I found mine. So the garden is a perfect location for them to thrive, unfortunately. All right, they do not like cold temperatures, and so they do best in tropical or subtropical areas, specifically like Florida is a great location for them. And that is of concern because they can spread to like South America, they can spread to the Caribbean, places like that where it's just tropical and they can live year round. Midwest, stuff like that, you're not gonna have a problem because it's too cold. If you find them, report them to your local government, specifically like in this area, Fish and Wildlife, your county extension, something like that. So some kind of local government. I don't know where it's going to be, wherever you're located, it might be different, but here it'd be like Fish and Wildlife. How to dispose of them if you find them. You're going to want to use gloves. I did not use gloves, and I definitely should have. So if I find any more, hopefully I don't, but if I do, I'm going to use gloves. And then also how I disposed of mine is I put it in rubbing alcohol. You could put it in salt, you could put it in vinegar. All of those are great ways to get rid of them. While doing the research for this, I came across that there is some very nasty worms out there. There's one that can live in your bladder, and when you pee, you see the little worms in the toilet. That is nasty. Do not Google it. I do not recommend it, but if I had to know about it, so did you. But like I said, don't Google it. All right, so stay safe out there and hope you guys have fun gardening.